Alrighty, so we got the classic P0420. He also has a bunch of other ones. Oh, excuse me, I don't want to do that yet. So we got P0497, 145. Alright, so we're going to be replacing EVAP Purge valve. It's underneath here. All you got to do, take this cover off. I already undid those two little bolts. Just use a little flathead to twist them, get them out of the way. It's going to be this bad boy right here. So we're going to have two 10 millimeter bolts, one up here, one right down there. Take off this clamp, this connector, take off this clamp. There'll be another hose connector I'll be disconnecting, and we'll do step by step. And before I forget to show you, this is the part that I got. It is 911769 from Dorman, just that little piece. And you get this cute little thing out here. Let's get to it. This is like everyone's favorite part of the video, I know. So I'm gonna make sure I take my time. I also recommend just taking this nice and slow. Don't losing those suckers down to the pit of misery. You never know. This one's a little bit farther down there, so I'm gonna try and give you a little view. You'll be able to see me coming from the outside of it, just getting it on there. Use our handy dandy finger here. Get it nice and loose, and make sure you have part of your hand on there to catch it. Bada bing. And the next part I'm gonna do, I don't know if there's a specific order you're supposed to do these in. That's just how I chose to do it today. Perfect. Bada bing. You can see now I can move this, but first we're gonna get some pliers, get this clamp, and then there's a clamp on the back we're gonna get off first. All right, get your little chompers here. Gonna wiggle her off of here. Nice in there. And then we're just gonna so it'd probably be easier if I did it the other way. So I found out, at least for me in my situation here, is a little bit easier just to loosen this guy, pull that guy up, and then pull that off of there. Don't know if that's the way everyone else does it, but it worked for me, so I don't care. It worked. Then we're gonna get, so you can see you can still pull this off, but then there's gonna be a bottom. There you go, you can see that bad boy right there. So we're gonna take that hose clamp off and get this sucker off. As you can see, we got this guy off of there. You'll notice a little bit more hardware here. We're gonna have to use this plate, take that guy off, and then transfer it over to our new one there. But again, it's just that rear hose, this hose, and a couple bolts, and we're gonna swap this out and get the new one going. All right, so I use my handy dandy Phillips to get those guys off there. And as you can see, this is the old one. Just comes right off, boom, bop, pow. And then we're gonna put that one on our new part. All right, so we got the part. Get the bracket moved over. You can see I just barely hand snugged them here, but just showing you. Just make sure that when you go to put this on, that you are prepared for the bolts to go this way, and for the electrical harness, obviously, to be on top there. Just remember, these little grommets, they're gonna be going against this. Okay, now we're just finishing up, snugging up these guys, and that's about it. And I always like to do a little double check of everything I tighten down to make sure that it's nice and snug, not too snug. We got that. Obviously double check that hose clamp on the back, made sure this was all the way in, and made sure these guys were plugged in. And now we'll just do our final double check, so make sure that we're good. As I was doing our final double check, I did notice something strange. I was gonna see what this was and find out. All right, that's it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.